You're right, guys, on YouTube. It's SuperCanot here. I just wanted to make a quick video just to rant a little bit. So I thought, yeah, I want to put my opinions on this. So basically, I see this a lot. Ever since the Switch 2's been out, I've seen a lot of people moan about the game key cards. And in my opinion of it, it's not a big fucking deal. Seriously, I don't get why people are so bothered about the key cards. You still get the game. You get the full game. All you gotta do is install it to your memory onto your console. And isn't that kind of why there's memory on your system to download stuff? Why are you so freaking stingy to not download these games because you can't be asked to do so? The games are on there. You still need to use the card to use them games. And it's no different between friggin' downloading a game onto your friggin' Xbox or PlayStation 5, or even downloading a game onto your PC. How is it any much different? There is not a difference. Because like I say, I own a PS5, and I have to install games all the bloody time because the game files are not on the disc. So you have to install, well, they are on this, but you have to install them onto your hard drive. And that's what the internal storage is used for, to install these games. It's not a big deal. You don't seem a big deal when you do it on the PlayStation. Why is it such a big deal on the Switch 2? There isn't. Because you couldn't be asked to put it onto your hard drive, or you're too cheap to buy an SD card. I got a friggin' terabyte SD card in my Switch 2, and it's friggin', you know what, yeah, it costs a bit to get, but at the end of the day, I can put all them games on there. It doesn't bother me. And I've still got a lot of room on my Switch 2 anyway to put games on it. So, you know, it doesn't really matter. So, yeah, I agree. It would be better if they were on the card themselves. Yes, I would admit that because, you know, it would be great. So then you wouldn't have to install it. But if Nintendo don't want to do that, and third parties don't want to do that, then that's their own choice. Freaking hell, what is moaning and being a little whiny bitch about it gonna achieve? You're not going to change what they're doing. Nintendo are going to continue using key cards, and it is what it is. If you're like saying you're going to keep boycotting games because they're using key cards, you're going to have a really small friggin' library on the Switch 2, aren't you? Because there are going to be more of them than there are going to be normal cards. Just accept it. Accept that they're there. Download the games. And it's not like, here's another thing. People keep saying this, like, oh, what about when the servers go down? You'll never get the games again. Yes, you will. The servers, even when the servers are down, them library is still going to be there for you to download. I mean, think of it like this. The servers are down on the Wii for the shop channel. They have been down for ages now, since 2019. But every game that you downloaded on there, you can still re-download. It's still okay. You can still get them back. You just can't download new games. So you would, even in the future when you get second-hand ones, you'll still be able to install them and download them. That's not going to change. I mean, I can understand people being a bit scared there, thinking they won't get their games back. You will get your games back because they're there. They're always going to be on the they're still going to be on the servers. And even when them servers shut down, you're still going to be able to download the games. Because like I say, Wii does it. I went on the Wii after the shutdown. I was worried I would never get these games back that I had on there. But went on there. My library was still there. I could re-download them. No problem whatsoever. So it is doable. So I don't see the big deal about key cards. Seriously. If you're not going to buy Switch 2 games because they're on key cards, don't buy a Switch 2 then. Just don't buy one. Who cares? It's not going to affect you. It's not going to affect Nintendo at all because you friggin' didn't buy them. Because they've still got like 17 million units sold so far in less than, well, in about, wasn't it, 6 months of being out. Honestly, obviously there's people buying these key cards to get these numbers. And obviously sales for the Switch 2 and them games are still going really high. They're still doing great. It doesn't matter if they're key cards or not, they're still selling great. I mean, where I work, I've sold a lot of key card games on the Switch 2, and I'm telling you, they sell. So, because you think it's not, because you think you're going to boycott it and all that, and no one's going to buy them, people are still buying them. No one cares. The real people who actually care about playing video games don't give a shit about the key cards. They just still get them either way. And like I say, one person had to go at me saying like, oh, you have to be on the internet all the time to play these games. You don't. All you got to do is download it once. All you got to do is download it once onto your hard drive. Onto your system memory. And there you go. All you need is the card just to turn the game on. You don't need to be on the internet ever to play these games. You can play them offline all the time. Unless they're on an online game, then you obviously can't. But you don't have to be online to play them. They're on your hard drive. You can just play them whenever you want. Like I said, I've got a few games that are key cards only. And to be honest with you, at first I thought I was going to be a bit bothered about it. But it really isn't that big of a deal. Not a big deal at all. So guys, just grow up and accept that key cards are a thing. They're not a big deal. They're not going to go away. They are literally just like how PlayStation installs games onto your hard drive on your PlayStation. It's the exact same thing. Or like installing a game onto your frigging computer. Or installing a game to your Xbox. It's no different. So just get over it. Enjoy the games. And have fun. Alright? Anyway, that was my rant. I just had to get it out of the way because it's literally been bugging me for ages. And I just wanted to get it out of the way. Anyway, guys, Super Canotta, sign out. Have a nice day. Take care.